in the second day of this seminar, and we have with us Ms. Uma. Let's hear from the lady herself. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Uma Menon. I've been in the exhibition industry now for 26 years. And funnily enough, we share the same work. I do the media for a few shows. And that's the work that I do. And being here, it's been a good journey.
Wonderful. So you all have collectively, got together here after 2 years. This is the 10th edition of IEIA. What has been your experience? And today we are sitting on the second day. So what was the first day like, and what are the promises that you guys are making to each other in terms of the future?
See, the first thing you've got to understand about IAIA, what makes it unique. And here I also represent another association called the Indian Exhibition Service Providers Association. I'm also on the executive of that. So that this is a forum where competitors come together with a promise to collaborate. You see, so that in itself is a very unique ecosystem. Here everybody is getting together and there's nobody is pitching for a contract, nobody is doing an L1, nobody is doing anything. We are all collectively trying to make the industry better and actually trying to give the industry a more global face. Because we have come to realize that we have world-class destinations and the way forward is to have better exhibitions, bigger exhibitions at one level and also at a more regional level, smaller exhibition capacity build to bring, every element into this industry. So here what you'll find unique is that everybody is collaborating. That in itself makes it very different from any other fora.
So India is supposed, the people are predicting that it will be the next, exhibition hub of the world. Why is so, and what do you think are the factors that will help and play as a catalyst?
India, see, there is only one way to go, and that is up. COVID has brought us all down, and our amazing demographic dividend, our resilience, our record number of vaccinations. I mean, if you look at it, Indians are resilient. And also, we work well. So what will bring it up, we had a session on skilling. So skilling, upskilling, getting to global standards. And I would say not only getting to global standards, creating global benchmarks of our own. Because I don't want India to be associated just with cheap labor. You know that Germany may what a person does, what one person do, you can hire 10 people in India to do it. No. That one person in Germany, those 10 people in India are better. It's not that it's just butch people. It's not just crowd that we are collecting. We are all highly qualified, highly motivated people, and we're just going to get better. So the world will have to come to us because if they want the time, the venue time, the turnaround time for exhibition is going to get shorter and shorter, So you need staff, you need people, not staff is the wrong word, but you need manpower, you need partners who will understand, who are in line with your vision, who work with you, and who are the best in the world. We are not competing with the best in the world, we will be the best in the world. The world will have to come to us. And not only just for holding exhibitions, I am hoping that there'll be a time very soon where Indian exhibition manpower will be one of our biggest exports to the world. The world will call us to do their exhibitions. The service providers, the big service providers of India, we will be invited by the big show owners across the globe that, you guys come and take over and do our show for us. That is what we are aiming for.
But after 2 years of sabbatical almost, what is the new protocol? What new can we see in the exhibition grounds?
That we are all fallible, that the world can come to a stop, for itself. That was, nobody thought that we can come to a stop where people, so we've all paused. Those of us who would say, time nahi hai, So everybody has had a time to retrospect. Everybody has had a time to collect connect, understand, downsize, upsize, validate. A lot of people have done a lot of things just to stay relevant, you know. So, what these 2 years have taught is how in an individual way, how can I still stay relevant? How I don't disappear. So, we've all evolved and done better for ourselves.
Thank you so much for talking to us. It was lovely.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.